My chain broke.
We need a miracle. Watch over there. It disappears. We lose it all. Shed no tears. It's just a dream that turns into nightmare. It's just a dream that turns into nightmare. We need a miracle.
Well, I'm sure they all stayed a little bit drier than we did last night. I don't know why. Somehow the bottom of our 10th floor was kind of wet. Yeah, between wet, damp, leaning more towards the wet. Of course, I didn't have an air mattress, so that's just nice. But luckily, I had my poncho on the ground, so that kind of kept me somewhat dry. So that's a good thing. Check all these guys out. Must be in Canada. A whole bunch of Canada geese here. Well, time to head back to the tent, tear things down, and tell you guys kind of what's on the agenda. Like I mentioned, somehow water came in the tent and it looks like my jacket's soaked, but positive note, it's not raining right now, so that's a good thing. So we can tear down the tent in the, not in the sun, but in the not rainy. Let's tear down this tent. Okay, so I missed all season, finishing packing up the tent. Today's agenda. There's an Irving somewhere in Quebec we're probably going to try to stop at for breakfast. And besides that, drive in the rain, wait till the rain is done, then drive in the sun, and then go back home. And I'm kind of hoping this is a boring video. I don't want too much excitement for you guys. So that's how she's going to go, fingers crossed. So try to film a little bit of GoPro stuff for you guys on the road. So enjoy it, then we'll probably wrap this series up with a nice little conclusion at home. Cheers. Okay, here we are. We just plain breakfast. Yeah, nothing elaborate. Like this is going to be the most boring all-season adventures episode there is. At the moment, the bike doesn't idle, but that's just fine. It's probably just a clogged jet or something, and I don't want to take the carburetor apart now. So we're going to make it home. We're not taking carburetors this episode. It's just a boring episode. So we're going to hit the road and have some boring little riding montages, and then we'll make it home, and then we'll have a conclusion. Sounds like a plan?
I like that plan.
It's a boring episode. So stay tuned if you want, or just shut it off, because there's no point. It's going to be boring. Cheers. Okay, here we are, two fuel stops later. Bike still won't idle, but on the highway, she's on an A1. No problem, can't complain. Nice boring trip for me so far. I love it. Gets a little bit pain in the ass when we get construction. I'm at the stage now where any construction, I just vamoose on the side and skip them, and Miss Olsen can catch up to me because she doesn't mind going a little bit more than 100. The KTM doesn't like much more than 100. She starts driving a little bit more than I'd like. So yeah, right now we're just at a busy, hectic gas station, and you would not believe, look at this black Kia over here. there's arrows on the ground, which direction to go. Like, it's kind of sad. Grown people who know how to drive, but they don't know how to.
This guy here.
Well, he was trying to do the right thing, wanted to pay inside, but buddy behind them honking their horn, and like buddy probably hasn't paid yet. Like, you just can't take off and not pay. It's amazing how many people in Quebec or Canada who don't know how to gas up. It's sad. But yeah, anyhow, just quick update. Bike's still running. Nice boring trip. I love it that way. So hopefully we see you guys home in a bit. Cheers. Well, you can tell we made it back home. Kind of dark, kind of tired. So we'll do our conclusion in the morning. See you guys in a bit. Cheers. Here we are, as promised, the following day, and it's time for a dramatic conclusion or whatever.
Dun dun dun.
Yesterday, start off with yesterday's events. You want to start off with yesterday? It's supposed to be a boring.
It was supposed to be a boring day, but yeah, we wake up and everything is just soap.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, everything was just soaked in the tent. Where I'm so happy that I slept on. I didn't have an air mattress, obviously, because Cabela's wasn't able to give me a new one, so I had nothing. Luckily, I slept on my poncho, my waterproof poncho, because our entire floor was wet. So my jacket, you saw me wring it out, water coming out. Your pants, everything was soaked.
My pants were soaked. My helmet was soaked. Thought I was being smart, and I put the tent bag on the ground, my helmet on the tent bag, but no, there was a puddle.
But positive note, we didn't have much rain. It took off.
Yeah.
Not much rain, and had breakfast, boring breakfast. I didn't have my bike still won't idle. I'm pretty sure it's just the main jet, something like that, that's a little bit clogged. But unfortunately, to get the carburetors on this thing, I haven't done it, but I think it's a pain in the ass. So that was like one of those wait till we were home back problem. So yeah, just keep giving gas, no big deal. She ran good on the highway, so no complaints there. And then Montreal.
Oh. Why? Why is Montreal so fucked?
I've never ever had this horrible of a trip through Montreal. Well, you guys saw me. I'll have a few clips coming up here. We had an agreement because my bike wouldn't idle if there was heavy traffic, construction. I'm just veering off to the right. I'm a dirt bike. I can go everywhere, anywhere I want. So that's what I did, and I probably ended up like 20 to 40 minutes ahead of you or so.
Exactly. And I mean, thank God that we were sort of trying to communicate with each other and be like, hey, this is where I am just in case something happened. And we decided to like take the old road.
No, we didn't decide to. The GPS. This is the first time I've ever had the GPS tell me to go those side roads.
Oh, I thought you just said I'm going this way.
No, that's where the GPS told me to go. Because it was like, if you think you're screwed, try to keep on going on the highway.
Yeah.
It said that no one knew a shorter route. So I went with
perfect,
the quicker
yeah.
stuff. I went in. It took a long time. Well, hell, we didn't even end up on a ferry, where that's the first time I've ever taken a small ferry to drive back that
Home.
direction.
Yeah.
And it was dark by the time we got back. But we made it.
Yeah, we made it in one piece, safe and sound, for everybody that's wondering.
And for me, I gotta say, it's amazing feeling redemption for me, because I should see in the intro from last summer when we tried with the Goldie Honda, ended up on a trailer. We did roll back under her own power, but didn't finish the trip, so that was a failure. Last Christmas, coming back with the time machine you guys see in the corner, that rolled up on a trailer, had to get help, so that was another failed. Don't really call it a mission, but
I wouldn't call it a failure. We had fun.
oh, it was always fun, but it's still not. You still feel like you let things down, whatever. So this time, like, it was nerve wracking. Like, I'm taking. I've seen people do this type of stuff with brand new dirt bikes that are street legal, but yeah, that's brand new. It should be reliable.
That's not your style.
To do something like this with a 20-year-old bike, dirt bike, almost 20. It's a 2004. It was probably built in 2003, so it's a 20-year-old dirt bike. But I gotta say, put the choke on. Did around over 4,000 kilometers. Done. Got the choke on it, but give me an hour, clean up the carburetor, let's do it again.
Maybe give us a day.
Right on. Anyhow, I had a great time. I passed my limits, and let's keep pushing your limits out there. Don't be afraid. Go out there and buy the bike.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah. Till next, because you might pass. You might. If you fail, you're gonna have a trip of a lifetime, and if you're successful, you're still gonna have a trip of a lifetime. So till next time, I can't stress it enough. Remember to live, everybody, and cheers.